Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Laura with Stitchin with Laura. How's everybody doing? Hope everybody is having a great Monday. Well, today we are going to be working on the owls that I got from Everydayecrafts. And it is an 11 count and it's 48 by 48. And it has 32 colors, believe it or not. It's not very big. It seems big, I don't know. It seems like 60 by 60, but I guess it's not nearly as big as I think it is. Let's take a look here. Just a second. I don't know. The actual picture is almost 16 inches by, I go that away, by 16, so, and 16 inches is 40 and a half centimeters. So the 48 by 48 is the actual canvas size, the whole total canvas. So not bad, I guess. And we're working up here in this corner, trying to fill in this blue, and it is 911. Whoops, let's move the picture. Don't make anybody sick with it jumping all over the canvas. And it's another drippy day in paradise here. It's supposed to be kind of cool and rainy all week. I'm like, okay. We go from one extreme to the other. 2 weeks ago, it was burning up hot. So, yeah. Fun times. And I am using 3 strands. Move this around here just a little bit. All right. Sorry. I never know quite where it's going to land because the canvas sizes are varying and different. Well, yesterday I went to Hands Across the Sea and I bought the PDF for the, is it Louisa Cullimore? I think that's the name. It's the Bristol, smaller Bristol on there. And I went to Modern Folk Embroidery and bought the Bristol Monkey sampler so that I would have it. That's the one that Jakob, he designed it and was inspired by the Bristols. So it's not a, what do you call it, a true reproduction. Now I think the one Hands Across the Sea is a true reproduction, if I'm not mistaken. And I had some mushroom Lagana and 28 count. So I'm going to use the mushroom Lagana for the one from Modern Folk Embroidery. And I also had a piece of wheat, 28 count wheat Lugana, and I don't know who the company is I got them from. You know, I mean, I don't know if they're Witchlet or Zweigart or Pictures Plus. I just cannot, right off the top of my head, remember. But they were the pieces that I bought for those Italian patterns that I am not happy with at all. They're, no, not doing it for me. So, if I want to do them at a later time, then I will purchase another material for them. I think they ought to be done on Ada, because the ones from Italy are not, there's no reason to have a 28 count. So we're just going to use that fabric for something else. Now I did start the Louisa one from Hands Across the Sea yesterday. And I'm going to be using Sulky, and I don't remember, I think it's 1169 red. It's kind of a brick red on that wheat. And I went and ordered 4 more spools from Amazon. So we will see. They should be here, well, it says anywhere by the end of this week or first of next week. So we'll see if that happens or transpires. And since I got those 2 patterns, of course I ran out of black ink, so I had to order black ink. And the other one from China, it's still out there and it's still coming. It said July 7th was the earliest, 7th or 9th was the earliest date for it to show up. So we'll see. But I didn't order any other pre-stamped cross-stitch patterns. So we'll see what happens. Just not in the mood. All this drippy weather's got me not depressed exactly, just I don't know what I want. So rather than buy something terribly expensive, and since I had the material for those others, I just went ahead, because they had to be big enough. And both those pieces that I bought of the Lugana were like 27 by, no, is that right? Yeah. Something like 27 by 32 or whatever. So they were, or 36 maybe. 27 by 36. So they were fairly good sized pieces. I was going to use them, you know, if I needed them for other smaller projects. Because I certainly didn't need pieces that big for what I had got it for, so. Anyway. I gotta go to work today from 10 to 6, and I don't know how late I'll be today. Just haven't got a clue. You know, then right this second, the sun is out. It keeps coming out, and then nothing, and then coming out. Then last night, about 5 o'clock, it started just pouring right down. So, yeah. Just don't know what today is going to bring. There's like a % chance, let's call it, all day for it to rain. I'm like, great. So it'll be kind of drippy and chilly. So, not a clue what I'm having for dinner or what I'll even feel like making. I finished up my egg drop soup, so I'll have to find something for dinner. That was the end of the Chinese stuff that I got on Saturday. And they're closed on Monday. I think they're closed Sunday and Monday. I'm not real sure. Maybe they change that in the summer and then they're open on Sundays, but they are closed on Mondays. So, this keeps moving. So I worked a little bit on that new Bristol. Didn't get very far. It's real easy to sew on that Lugana. It's very nice. I also worked on the other Bristol. I just didn't feel like looking at it this morning. I'm not quite awake. You know how these morning videos go, these early morning videos? Oh my goodness. Yeah, let's just hit the easy button because I can't see that much. Just not quite awake enough for that, and I really don't feel like frogging. So we'll just work on this. But I'll show those two patterns tomorrow on my floss tube. Didn't watch too much on Netflix, just stitched and went to bed by about 11:30ish. I was just done. Sure is a pretty green. It sure is bright. Didn't know 911 was so bright. I would expect that in the 700-ish somewhere. But oh well. Guess my daughter and granddaughter, they did get to go camping. They sent me a picture yesterday that my daughter took the conversion van instead of they have a overhead camper as well as like a pull-along one, but she didn't want to drag all that, out there. And so they just took the conversion van for her and my granddaughter, and they were out picking flowers and picking up rocks and, doing girly stuff. And I don't know how much it rained up there on them, but they were up pretty high, so at least they weren't by the water. My daughter knows better. They could go down and walk around the creek and then go camp someplace else, and then they can just go hike, because you never know up there how much water. There could be flash floods at any moment when it rains up there. Kind of nuts, so. She's a good kid. She knows what she's doing. She's certainly been camping enough in her lifetime to know what to do and what not to do, so. Fun times. Now this video can't be too long today because I gotta get it uploaded before I go to work, so we'll see. Well, that bright green just shows right up, doesn't it? I thought I'd get these little, they're like chevrons. They kind of look like short V's. Get that in there, and maybe I can see the color that's next to it a little bit clearer. But these are very shaded, if you will, which is a good thing. Really happy with this kit. I don't buy cutesy stuff, so like that. I don't know. Very rarely do I buy animals. But this one was a complete surprise. Oh, I'll buy a tiger here or there, but it better be pretty shaded for me to buy it. And fairly good size, so it'll get all the definition. But I'm trying to get... This is a real nice canvas. It seems kind of smooth around the edges. It's not cutting into my hand. It's not serged, but it's fairly thin enough and easy to, you know, grasp in your hand. I'm going to go up. Some of them are just so stiff you can't hardly hang on to the things. So... I know it's only 15 minutes, guys, but thought I'd make a short one today and a longer one tomorrow. And we'll see. Alright, guys, I think that's going to be it for today. Sorry it's so short, but in order to get it out there, you know, that'll be it for today. Aren't they cute? They're just so precious. I can hardly wait to stitch on their heads and see, you know, how the, what do you call it? The shading is, you know, around in the feathers and stuff, and see how well they did there. Alright, guys. Thanks for joining me today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. And please hit the bell, and that way you'll know when my next video comes out. Stay safe. Stay healthy. God bless. And we'll see you tomorrow. Keep stitching. Bye-bye.